Hello everyone, I am Pragya Srivastav, EC Department, AKGEC Ghaziabad. In my today's lecture, I am going to cover topics on control system. The course code is KEC 602. In my previous lecture, we were discussing unit 1 and today also we will carry the same unit, that is Introduction to Control System. We have already studied that by the end of this course, what a student will learn and what will be the course outcome by the end of this lecture. Needless to say, at the end of this course, student will be able to demonstrate and differentiate between various types of control system, and student will be able to figure out what is mathematical modeling. Student will be able to realize and understand the transfer function analysis of physical systems, and we will be studying electrical systems, and we will be studying mechanical systems. Of course, they will be able to understand the concept of state variable analysis and the representation in LTI system, and the time domain response. Time domain response comes into the picture when we study transients, when the input signal to a system may be a step signal, a unit impulse signal, a ramp signal, means all those things, and different concepts related to stability, that may be absolute and relative stability, and then would be frequency domain analysis. And related to this frequency domain, like in unit 5, we can see that we are having this Nyquist stability. We have Nyquist stability criteria, then we have Bode plot, then we have bandwidth related analysis, and of course we will be studying the stability of linear control systems, and here we will study what is the concept of root locus, and we will be study Routh-Hurwitz criteria, and these are the different aspects which we will be covering in this subject, which is control system. And as I was discussing, we will be studying the transient behavior of different system, and we will calculate the steady state error and all those things. So coming on to the contents of the present lecture. So in my present lecture, we are going to discuss feedback and the transfer function of feedback based control system. We will be studying effect of feedback, and then of course we will be studying mathematical modeling, and then based on the mathematical modeling we will be studying electrical systems, mechanical systems, and of course we will be studying the analogy between various systems. So here in this slide we can see that what happens when we introduce a feedback to a system. Let's say we are discussing a open loop system. So this is the output when we have given input as CS, and let us assume the system is having a gain GS. So here we see that there is no connection between output and input. So no information from output is being fed back to the input. But here this is nothing but feedback. So with the help of this feedback, we are giving a information of the output to the input. So depending upon what feedback is it, whether it is positive feedback or it is negative feedback, the required information is either added or subtracted, respectively positive or negative feedback. So we will be studying the types. Here it is, we see it is positive feedback. In the next slide we see here it is negative feedback. So based on the positive or negative, we will be having different kind of transfer function. So here we have to see certain parameters. This CS is nothing but output. This RS is nothing but input. This GS is nothing but forward gain. Forward gain. And this is feedback gain. So HS is feedback gain. Normally these notations are being followed in all the standard books. So let it be Nagrath or any other famous book. So all the notations which I am using here are the standard ones, like CS output, RS is input, GS is forward gain, HS is feedback gain. So this complete link is called feedback. This complete link is called feedback. Here we see negative feedback reduces the error between the reference input RS and the system output. So whatever amount of information is being fed from output to input, we are only able to optimize the system. Now moving on to the transfer function, we are here to study the transfer function of a negative feedback system. We will just study some mathematical notations like this CS. CS is nothing but, CS is product of, here we see, let this signal be ES. So here we see that this ES is coming here like CS into HS. Here this signal is called BS. So let us move on to this. Here we see that this CS, this node value CS, is obtained from multiplying this signal ES into GS. So here this particular actuating signal is being multiplied with this gain term and we get CS. So mathematically we can write ES is equals to GS into ES. Okay. Also, let us rename this as BS. So here it is very much obvious that the value of BS is product of CS into HS. So when this CS is multiplied with this gain term HS, we will get BS. So we can write here as BS is equal to HS into CS. Coming on to ES. ES is nothing but the result of RS and BS. Let this be the negative feedback, so of course it will be a subtractive value, and let this be a positive feedback, so it will be RS plus BS. So here it is very much clear, it is RS plus BS. We will use all these values in the next slide. So as we have already discussed, this CS is product of GS and ES, and we call it equation number 1. And then this ES is RS minus BS, RS minus BS. See here I have written negative feedback, so as long as negative is here, this sign is always negative and it is mentioned as well, ये negative mentioned है. And then we are very much good with equation number 3. 3 is BS is product of CS and HS. We are good with equation number 3. Now we are going to use the 3 equations and we are going to derive the transfer function of a negative feedback system. Now we will put the values of equation 3 in 2, means we are actually substituting this value, we are substituting the value of BS from here. So as a result, ES will be RS minus CS HS. So this is equation number 4. Now we will use this value of ES and will substitute in this. So putting the value of 4 in 1, we will get this. So combining equation number 1 and 4, we get CS is equal to GS multiplied by RS minus CSHS. Now what we'll do, we'll just rearrange and then we will get the overall function as we'll move this term on the LHS and we will take this CS as common and we'll get 1 plus GSHS into CS is GS into RS. Rearranging this equation, I can write, I'm going to write a formula which we will be using more than 100 of times in the complete subject. Cs by Rs is equals to Gs upon 1 plus Gs Hs. This board is not allowing me to write here. So we see that when the system is negative feedback, then the sign here is 1 plus GSHS. Let us assume a case of positive feedback. When there was positive here, then in that case the sign which is present here, this ES will be RS plus VS. RS plus VS will make this sign as plus here. When the sign is plus here, here it will be minus, and in case of positive feedback system, the output or the transfer function is also written as TS. Transfer function is also written as TS. So for positive feedback system, CS by RS will be equal to GS upon 1 minus GS HS. So the only difference being is this plus sign in negative feedback and minus sign in positive feedback. So in case of a negative feedback, the transfer function is Cs by Rs, which is equal to Gs upon 1 plus GSHS. The overall observation from this slide is that one. Next, we are going to study a very important concept, that is sensitivity. So now sensitivity, what is sensitivity? Sensitivity means, as a layman if we discuss, the sensitivity of a system would be nothing but the response, the sensitiveness of the response, the rate by which the response gets influenced by any change. So I'll repeat, sensitivity is nothing but the rate by which the response of a system can be influenced by any change. So that change can be anything. That change can be with respect to input, that change can be variation of parameter, environmental conditions like temperature, pressure, water, anything. So let's discuss sensitivity. What actual system, any system should be more sensitive, should be less sensitive. So that is the thing which we need to discuss. So here, to conclude, I would say that in terms of input, like if I am making some changes in the input, what do I want? I want to change the input, and do I want the changes, even the smaller changes, to reflect at the output? So the answer to this question is yes. Even if I make a small change in the input, I want my smallest change to get reflected in the response. So in terms of input, I would say I want my system to be as sensitive as possible, as highly sensitive as possible. So repeating again, when I am changing the values of input, I want my system to be more and more sensitive. So in order to get the smallest change noticeable, I want my system to be highly sensitive. So in terms of input, the sensitivity should be as high as possible. Coming on to parameters, like let's say environmental condition. Let's say take the example of temperature. Take the example of the environmental condition, pressure. I want my system to be less reactive to these environmental changes. I don't want my system to react for any smaller changes. I want my system to be robust. I want my system to be strong enough to accommodate such changes and not react to those changes. So in terms of variation of parameters, we want the sensitivity to be as low as possible. So when you are going to define the definition of sensitivity, of course we will need a definition where we can specify that we are talking about sensitivity in terms of input, or we are talking about sensitivity in terms of variation of parameters. So when it comes to sensitivity in terms of input, of course it should be as high as possible. In terms of variation of inputs, it should be of course as low as possible. So next we have to study sensitivity of a open loop system and then sensitivity of a closed loop system. Okay, coming on to open loop system again. This is a open loop system. This is not G, this is C. So here this is output CS, this is RS, and let's say the gain is GS. So sometimes we call transfer function. Transfer function is nothing but CS by RS, and this is also called transfer function as T. So here we see that C by R is straight away T. Unlike in a closed loop system, in closed loop system this T is CS by RS, which is also equal to, we can straight away say that this is equal to G. But in case of closed loop system, CS by RS is equals to T, but it is not equal to G. It is, like in previous slide, it is GS upon 1 plus GSHS. So here it is just G, open loop system. So now we have to see that we are going to see the changes. Let's say C is equals to G into R. Okay, so now I am going to make small changes. Let's say I'm going to make the small changes in this gain. I'm making it delta G. So here I'm going to make the small change in G. So here let's say I'm making it C plus delta C. Here also I'm making it G plus delta G. So when I have made some changes in G, like gain, system, that is the system, that is input, that is output. So when I am introducing some change in the system, of course those changes will be reflected at the output, and here of course is input. So coming on to, we can write it as C by R plus del C by R is equals to G plus delta G. So here we see that here I can see in this particular system, I can see that any small change, let's say I am writing del T by del G. So when T and G are same, so the changes in them will be always equal to 1. Okay, so now I am going to discuss more on sensitivity. So here let's say we write sensitivity S in the transfer function when I am making some changes in G, like just previous to what I have just written, we were making some changes like G plus delta G. So this is sensitivity in a system, sensitivity in the control system transfer function when we are making changes in G, or in other words I can say sensitivity of a transfer function of the system with respect to variations in G. So mathematically we write it as del T by T divided by del G by G. So here we can also write it as del T by del G into G by T. So for an open loop system, we have just studied that C by R was equal to transfer function was equal to G. For open loop system, we have studied this. Of course, we have already studied that del G by del T, like we have already studied that del T by del G, this was also equal to 1. So here we see sensitivity of an open loop system. Let this be open loop system. Sensitivity of an open loop system. So this complete parameter will turn into 1. So here it will be 1 into G by T. T is again nothing but G. So this is nothing but 1. So concluding again, sensitivity of the transfer function when we bring changes in forward gain for a open loop system is equal to 1. So this is the required derivation which we have just studied. I'll repeat. Sensitivity of a open loop system for the transfer function when the variations are introduced in gain of the system is equal to 1. So we have just studied sensitivity of a open loop system. Moving on to sensitivity of closed loop system. So we have different dedicated slide for the same. So here we see sensitivity of the overall gain of negative feedback control system, like we are referring T as the transfer function, and we see here the open loop gain is G, will be defined as, like I have already defined, S T of G. Here S T of G, this thing we are defining again. So percentage change in T, percentage change in G. So mathematically we have also studied this. Now coming on to deriving the sensitivity in terms of negative feedback system. So here we are going to calculate this parameter here. So of course when we are going to calculate this, we are calculating ST by del T by del G when the value of this T is C by R or G upon 1 plus GS HS. So we are going to differentiate G upon 1 plus GH. We are going to make partial differentiation of the same term with respect to G. So here we will get, so it is denominator into differentiation of the numerator, that is 1, minus numerator into differentiation of the denominator, that will give you H, divided by denominator whole square. So here this GH and GH would cancel out and we are left over with 1 upon 1 plus GH square. So here we have calculated this thing. Now we want to calculate the product of this into G into T. Of course again we know what is T, G can be replaced as it is. So here now this term has already been derived, so I'll erase everything and then we'll start again. We are good with this, we have derived this quantity. Now what we are going to do, the sensitivity of closed loop transfer function with respect to changes in forward gain is del T by del G is 1 upon 1 plus GH square into G by T. So I am writing G as it is, and now this T, what is this T? T is the transfer function, and we know the transfer function of a negative feedback system is G upon 1 plus GH. So I am writing it as G upon 1 plus GH. So these are this one and the same quantity, so this goes off and this goes off. So overall sensitivity STG will be 1 upon 1 plus GH. So here we see that it is. So we have calculated this thing for closed loop system. We have calculated this thing for a closed loop, and we have calculated the same thing for an open loop system as well. So the open loop system, the thing is 1, and I am writing here only the same thing for a closed loop system. So this is closed loop system is 1 upon 1 plus GH. So we can see, we can make a conclusion here. We can make a conclusion here that sensitivity with respect to G, sensitivity with respect to G of a closed loop system is reduced by a factor of 1 plus 1 upon reduced by a factor of 1 plus GH as compared to that of for a open loop system. So we are ready to make a sentence, we are ready to coin a sentence here. Sensitivity of open loop control, sensitivity of a closed loop control system. So here sensitivity of a closed loop control system due to variation of parameter G, like we are writing STG. So this G is the term which we are coining here. Sensitivity of a closed loop control system due to variation of parameter G, forward gain is less than sensitivity of open loop control system due to variation of parameter G, that is forward gain, by a factor of 1 plus GH. So depending upon the value of G and H, we can make another statement. We get the sensitivity of overall gain of a closed loop control system as a reciprocal of 1 plus GH. So the sensitivity may increase or decrease depending on the value of 1 plus GH. So that statement is exclusively for closed loop control system, and this is the overall system. That's all from my side for today's lecture. We will be discussing more on introductions of control system in my next lecture. Thank you.